So when I travel across the country, one of the big sort of themes that I get from supporters of Media Research Center, there's a couple, but one is that I don't watch the liberal media and they don't know anyone else who does. Two is it just feels like the country is kind of watching two different movies. No story crystallizes that more than this Minnesota story that we've all seen and watched. If you're an ex-subscriber or involved in any way with the conservative media ecosystem, this thing has over 100 million views. It's a 42-minute long clip, and it's got 100 million views. This kid ran around Minneapolis, edited down a video to 42 minutes, and got 100+ million views on the whole thing. You wouldn't know any of this was going on if you were an avid watcher of NBC, ABC, MS Now, CNN, if you were just a scroller of news on Apple News, Google News. Those big aggregators won't touch it at all, mainly because the networks haven't touched it, except for one. MRC came out with the report today, but ABC World News Tonight, Bill D'Agostino's story, we analyzed every single broadcast television evening newscast in the month of December. Before the December 29th, CBS was the only network to have aired even a single full-length report about the scandal. And as of today, ABC has not even touched the story outside of a single offhand mention on December the 3rd, so well before the YouTube video came out. ABC's World News Tonight has done no journalistic work on this scandal whatsoever. It was discussed just once on the December 3rd for 25 seconds. And since then, they've spent almost 5 times more airtime, basically portraying the Minnesota Somalian community as victims. And that's been the tenor of their coverage. NBC, largely the same thing. They avoided the story until Nick Shirley's video came out. Virtually any details reported on NBC Nightly News were broken by other journalists or other outlets, which basically suggests that the network has committed almost no assets to the story whatsoever. But CBS Evening News is the only broadcast network which has reported on this story consistently. They've aired 3 dedicated reports and several other smaller mentions for a total of 8 minutes and 16 seconds of coverage since December the 2nd. The fact that CBS is outperforming their counterparts, as it were, more than 8 minutes of airtime to the scandal, just goes to show you that I think Barry Weiss is turning that company upside down and inside out. She understands where the pulse of news consumption and information consumption really is, which is on the right-wing media ecosystem. We're able to do things that make things go viral. It's frustrating that these doormats, relics of this old internet era, the Apples and the Google and the Yahoos and the MSNs, they don't want to cover this thing at all. What's doubly frustrating is that those 4 get hundreds of millions of views per month, which is why complaining about them is even more important.